Mira, I heard that you have been to Taiwan around and half a year. So what do you find interesting in Taiwanese students about their dressing, about their dress code? And maybe there were something to the school and you found interesting and you want to share with us?
Well, I think the one thing that I find very different from where I was teaching before, so from England and France, is that everyone wears shorts and an old t-shirt to class and maybe flip-flops or sandals, and we wouldn't usually dress like that to go to class in Europe. We're more likely to wear jeans, and not too old, not too faded jeans.
It's fashion jeans.
Yeah,
the
more
jeans with
fashionable
beautiful
jeans.
color and scratch ear,
Maybe,
things like that.
yeah, ripped
Oh,
jeans
wow,
or
cool.
something, yeah. and probably a cool t-shirt. We don't wear big baggy t-shirts because women tend to wear quite tight clothes in Europe.
Yeah.
Whereas here they're quite baggy. And the other thing I really noticed is that the girls wear those mini shorts because they have such amazing legs.
Yeah.
We don't wear mini shorts in Europe so much. And in fact, if you're in a big city in Europe, in London or Paris, you'll probably feel quite uncomfortable wearing mini shorts like that because people will look. And some men might touch.
Even touch that girl?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
Wow.
Taiwan is a wonderful country. It's very, very safe.
Mm-hmm.
And women are very safe here. In Europe, that's not always the case. So women can't dress exactly as they want to all the time in Europe, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, because in the US, usually I found people, they wear a lot of jeans or t-shirts, but not the good t-shirt, like you say, usually some hoodie, or sometimes they look not so fashion. And I don't know, maybe Taiwan is affected by the state's culture. I'm not sure. People want to dress like not so formal, or want to be like cool kids, or just don't want to overdress. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what we get from US culture. But it's interesting to hear that because in Taiwan we all know that in France women they are very good at wearing makeup or dress very appropriately. They are very elegant and people want to be like women in France.
You're right. And French
Yeah.
women, even students at university, they're probably wearing makeup and probably have their hair done a bit and possibly have a nice handbag. Yeah, and in Italy too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting though. So people will make it like a competition, or they just
Well, then
act
certainly
casually.
a French woman will probably spend half an hour in front of the mirror
Wow.
doing her makeup before she goes to class. Yes.
Wow. That's really interesting. So
And certainly, if you're invited out to a party, or you're going to meet friends at a restaurant, or you're invited to a friend's house, anywhere in Europe, the woman would always wear makeup and jewellery. Yeah, always a necklace, bracelets, some earrings, get her hair done maybe. Yeah, that would be very important. And probably nice high-heeled shoes and a nice dress. Yeah, we wouldn't go to a restaurant dressed as if we're going shopping or whatever. You know, you'd dress up
well,
for
in
going
Taiwan, when you go to restaurant, after that you will go shopping. So there's no different,
Right.
no different about their dress. So, wow, that's interesting. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Mavis, now,
Yeah.
temples in Taiwan,
Yeah.
beautiful places.
Yeah.
Is there a special way one should dress to go to the temple?
Yeah, because temple, people think that is a very sacred place to go. So usually for women, you shouldn't wear like short mini skirts or like shorts, and you don't want to expose too much of your skin, and probably you want to wear things like long sleeve or long pants or long skirt, and that's is more appropriate for a temple. But for color, it's okay. Any color you can take to the temple is okay. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be similar to our churches in Europe, for example. Yes, in a church, you can't go into a church with bare shoulders like that. That's not acceptable. Or a low-cut top that shows a bit of cleavage, that's not acceptable either. And any skirt or any shorts you're wearing, for men too, this is for men too, they must cover your knees. if you're going
Yeah,
into
yeah,
a
I heard
church.
that. And also sandals, I think they are banned.
No, I
or
don't think
not so
sandals.
really.
Maybe flip-flops wouldn't
Yeah.
be appropriate, but you'd
Okay.
probably be okay. But it's more about covering up
Okay.
skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I spent a lot of time in the Muslim world, in the Middle East and
Mm.
Arab countries, and of course the way people dress there is very different.
So would you like to talk about that? Because in Taiwan we seldom have the chance to see what Muslim wear. There are a lot of Muslim now, but still we have no idea when they should use this kind of covering. And because some of them just cover their hair, but some of them choose to cover even their face. So I'm quite interesting about this kind of thing. So can you just-
Okay. Well, the idea behind it is that men and women should always stay modest, that they shouldn't show too much of their sexuality. So that's why they'll wear quite baggy clothes, nothing that's too tight to show any breasts or hips or any shape, anything too sexy. So men in most Muslim countries will also dress quite modestly. So they're probably going to wear a t-shirt that comes down to about here. They'll usually wear trousers. It's very, very unusual for men to wear shorts to show their legs. That's not really acceptable. And they probably won't wear anything very tight. So they probably won't wear a t-shirt that's too tight. I mean, maybe young people who are trendy will wear tight jeans
So
and
they
tight t-shirts.
they don't
but
want to show their figure,
That's
and
right.
they want to show even they're a sexy woman or they are a handsome guy, but they don't just want to hide it.
Yeah.
And that's a way to express their modesty.
Yes. Yeah. They stay discreet. So that's men, and traditionally, men in a Muslim country will also cover their hair, but that's more to protect themselves from the heat of the sun.
Oh wow.
So it's actually quite sensible. They're hot countries. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want that
yeah.
sun on your head. So that's why they'll wear a scarf around their head. Now women, things have changed a lot over the last 20 years. So when I was a kid, women would dress quite similarly to me. But Islam is becoming more and more conservative, so things are changing.
Wow. So it's become more conservative right now,
Yes.
not become more like open.
No, it's going the opposite way. Yes,
Wow.
not what we'd expect. So that's why more women are covering their hair. So usually they just cover their hair. Some women will also cover their face, but that's very strict. Muslim countries, more Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. That's not so usual, and some of the Emirates as well. But again, this is a new thing, and some of them also are covering their hands and making sure they're wearing socks all the time. But that's a new thing. That's not part of their. It's not written in the Quran. It's not actually part of the religion. Religion just says they should dress modestly. Yeah. So most Muslim women now will wear a headscarf. They'll probably cover their arms, and they'll cover their legs, possibly down to their ankles, with a wide skirt. In most Arab countries, women can wear trousers. That's not a problem.
Oh wow.
But there are 3 countries where women are not allowed to wear trousers.
Tell us.
Oh, now I have to think about it.
Yeah, but it's okay.
So,
yeah. So
Saudi-
we know there are 3 countries you shouldn't
Saudi
wear.
Arabia.
Yeah, you shouldn't wear trousers.
Yeah.
And I heard that even for tourists, when they visit the conservative countries, they still have to. They are asked to cover their hair, even for tourists. Yeah.
Only in Iran
Oh, you're right.
and Saudi Arabia, but tourists can't go to Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah.
so
yeah,
that
I know,
shouldn't be
I
a problem
know.
for
shouldn't,
us.
shouldn't be a problem. Even got no chance to get it. So how about
think that's
tourists?
the
Tourists
only
in
two.
Europe.
Right, tourists in Europe. Okay, so if you want to go to Europe, what advice can I give you? Unfortunately, as I said, we have a lot of problems with security,
Yeah.
with pickpockets,
Yeah, I heard
people
that a lot.
stealing your handbag when you're walking down
Yeah.
the street. So, obviously you want to be comfortable, okay? And we have lots of old streets, cobbled streets, so make sure you're wearing good sneakers, good comfortable shoes. And as I said, probably don't wear little mini shorts because unfortunately you might have problems with men.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but Yeah. And what I'd say is there are going to be people looking for you. They're going
Wow,
to see that you're a
so,
tourist.
You are a foreigner, probably you're a
And
tourist.
they're thinking tourists have lots of cash, probably a nice new telephone, maybe a nice little laptop computer in your bag, things that they'd like to steal. So don't look too rich.
Okay.
Don't wear branded clothes that look really expensive. Don't wear Prada glasses, maybe. Don't go around with a very expensive handbag, because that's what they're looking for. Because they know that an expensive handbag has a lot of money in it. So try to, go around with your backpack. Just be comfortable. Just be at ease as you dress in Taiwan. Because people tend not to show off their money too much in Taiwan.
Which is a good country.
Yeah, you tend to be quite modest about money here. So that's a good idea. Yeah, and really don't take any cash with you. Just have enough cash for the day for a few meals. Don't carry too much cash with you, because if they steal your handbag, then that's really annoying afterwards. And don't walk around with your phone in your hand.
Unfortunately, we like to use ourselves a lot right
If you're in Paris or London and you walk around with your phone in your hand, it won't stay there for long. Someone will walk past and take it.
Listen, student, don't take out yourselves a lot when you...
And if you go to a restaurant or whatever, you can't leave your telephone on the table. You can't leave your handbag here or your handbag on your back of your chair, because when you finish your meal, it won't be there anymore. It's a really sad, it's a really sad situation.
But I think it's really useful tips for our student and also for me, because maybe when we got a vacation and I can go to Europe, and that's really useful tips for me.
Make sure everything's safe and close to you.
And wear mask. Okay, so that's today's talk. And see you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.